Loki, son of Laufey, brother to Thor and adopted son to Odin, will have a very important role to play in the War of Realms, but what will that be? For that, we have to look back to the past and to the pages of Thor issue 12. Let's hop on in together and find out what happens next, shall we? Alrighty then, so as you'll recall in the pages of War of Realms issue number 1, Loki was eaten by his ice giant father Laufey, but he's not dead right now. He doesn't think he's in hell despite all the corpses around him. No, it would seem the universe isn't done with him yet. He's gone somewhere else completely, somewhere much stranger, somewhere where he comes face to face with his old Norse equivalent. In fact, this is the very same older version of Loki we saw messing with Thor only a few issues back. It would seem that after ancient Loki failed in his plot to make Thor abandon Midgard by breaking him up from the first woman he ever loved, he decided to bury his sorrow by starting another war between the Dark Elves and the Trolls. Loki, who has admittedly grown a lot since those days, can't believe he was ever so cruel as to just spark a war for shits and giggles. Oh, but if that part of the story made him feel bad, this next part is going to make him feel way worse. You see, on the battlefield back in those days, there was a little dark elf boy working as a corpse burner. And his name was Malekith. Yes, that's right, it was because of Loki young Malekith got his first taste of war, and the trauma that would end up warping him into the huge supervillain he is today. In short, Loki himself discovers that he actually had a massive unseen hand in the War of Realms starting in the first place. Now it's from this major revelation Loki is blasted into the present, where he comes face to face with Kid Loki, a character we haven't seen in a long time. And it's right around here Loki himself, being a master of storytelling, is able to riddle out, wait a minute, old version of me, young version of me, I can't interact with my surroundings, oh my god, I'm in a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol scenario. The ghost of Loki present berates his older self for all the terrible choices he's made, how he backslid from the days when he vowed to be the god of stories at the end of Loki Agent of Asgard, which is a nice continuity pull. But how when push came to shove he couldn't help but be a conniving liar, even stabbing his beloved mother in the back and claiming he did it for the good of everyone. It's in this issue too, Loki tells a story about Eldred, the man who taught him magic in the first place. He was a prisoner in Odin's dungeon, who Loki traded small morsels of food for in exchange for magic training. The only thing though is that young Loki was so taken with magic he eventually just forgot to feed the old wizard and he starved to death. Loki was devastated, but at the same time he told himself that the old guy would have died anyway. So when you stop and think about it, the god of mischief's lifetime of deceit all started with a lie to himself. Now where is all of this leading? Well, to the far-flung future where Loki comes face to face with his older self, Loki the Necro God, who took Gore the God Butcher's all-black sword and used it to wage war on the universe. Now at first, present-day Loki takes solace in this fact. Well, if I grow to be this old guy here, surely it means I don't die in my father's stomach, but also it means that I live to be one of the most evil beings in the universe, and that's not me, at least I don't think it is. Whatever it is this out-of-body experience is trying to tell the God of Mischief, he vows to himself that if he ever survives the War of Realms, he will be a different person on the other side. Granted, to get to the other side, he'll have to survive digestion first. Which, you know, on the list of horrible fates befalling bad people, that's gotta be at least a 10 on that scale, right? And so that was Thor issue number 12, everybody. A not a wholly necessary piece of the puzzle that is War of Realms. I'm not going to call it necessary reading, but chances are, if you've been reading the Thor book this long anyway, like I certainly have, then you're probably super invested in the actual character development of Loki, and as such, you're probably going to want to check it out anyway. It should come as no surprise that Loki was never going to stay dead because, well, no hero stays dead, and especially no Asgardian god stays dead, and you have the fact that they've already solicited his new book for the summer, and this story right here essentially serves as a stepping stone as to how we get there. It is nice to see Jason Aaron pull so many different pieces from Loki continuity, especially stuff that he didn't write, and use it to help inform this character turn. Now, I wonder if Loki will actually be up and about by the time War of Realms ends to actually take a part in the story itself, or if this story only serves to explain why he's not on the table for current events, but I guess we'll see how that goes. Overall, I'd give this a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good.
Oh hey there, didn't see you come in. Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. What am I doing? Just trying to keep these outros interesting, I guess. Judging by my analytics, most of you don't actually watch to this point of the video anyway, so I'm basically free to talk about whatever I want. Show off my new sweaters that I'm really proud of. Just, wax poetic, telling you to follow me on Twitter at Cape Joel, follow me at Facebook. Cape Joel, I got a page there. You can keep up to date on stuff that's going on there. You can talk to me directly. That's always fun. I got an Instagram page that I don't push enough. I got a backup channel, the Joel Daily channel, where I do video game stuff, if what you're interested is that. I get the feeling most people just watch me for my comic content, but I figure maybe if I put more work into these outros, make them a little bit more interesting, maybe more people will watch them and talk about them and follow me on social media. That would be nice. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, and Comic Smack, yeah. Man, I really stayed married to that, didn't I?